Okay, so next now. Oh my God, I don't know. The nose is too crazy. Okay, so guys, I post. I don't know if you saw it. I did not send you an update, but there's like 4 updates here. Um, One is about, okay, the Pelosi shift Warner Schumer asking the FBI for an all Congress briefing after learning of quote unquote specific intelligence about a foreign influence operation aimed at Congress. Okay, so this is one thing. And then I didn't even post this because I just remember this, just saw it, that Biden, I already posted that Biden, this was like over the weekend, that he was has been briefed. This was the news. And he came out with it, he came out with a legit statement. He said, bitches in Kremlin, whatever the hell, get ready. Busting your ass, bitches. He didn't say it like that, but he wrote Kremlin. You said that. Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. I'm coming for you. Come right now. No, seriously, I'm so I didn't have a chance, but you can look it up. It's gonna be talked about. So, guys, he came out and said it. He came out and said it. I was like, wow, good for you. No, guys, we need, this is like, there has to be said. It has to be said. Okay, this is happening. There's all this garbage shit is happening, and he said that. So this was very nice. Okay, so when I look into this now, there's the whole thing, guys, this whole situation of the judge. I think maybe I'll start with this, okay, because it's so shady, the story. So it was yesterday, right? It was yesterday, that's right, last night, late last night. This woman, this judge Salas, okay, so her son was shot, and her husband, oh, her son died. He was not just shot, he died, 20 years old, okay, and her husband was shot. Okay, so he's in the hospital. So then it turns out that they found the gunman. Okay, and he had quote unquote shot himself. That's what it said. Okay, but then at the same time, he was not. He was a very intelligent person. He had been a lawyer at what is that really famous law firm with a C? I don't know. Anyway, so really top law firm. Okay, Cadwell. I don't remember, guys. Okay, so I'll remember. Okay, so but it's just like a very top law firm. Okay, and then there's like between 1999 and 2000, he worked in Russia, in Moscow. It says in the resume, delivering security materials, like security as in intelligence. Okay, like it's on the resume. So and apparently he's married to a Russian woman. So I'm sorry, it sounds kind of shady. Okay, so we have to look into this. Why? What happened? Is there? You know what I mean? Okay, okay, I do think like he does sound like a crazy person, just the way that those people who believe the conspiracy theories are crazy. But at the same time, it just feels like I think those people are, like I said before, like they reminded me of the whole JFK assassination thing. They could find certain people that could try to find to like get, do these things. I'm serious. So we'll have to find out. Okay. Okay. So and the other thing that I thought was very funny here. So the Florida sheriff says they can't do security for the RNC convention because of lack of planning and lack of funds. Really? No. No? Really? What happened? So this is great. So no money, because guys, Trump, he does these events, he never pays the cities, he never does anything. So they're like, no, we have no money, Tres. Pay up. Pay up. No, they have no money, there's no planning. So sad for them, no? He's very, very competent. Competent, I know. Okay, so and then there's Roger Stone. Okay, so let me start. There are many topics. So there are many topics. Okay, so oh my God. Okay, so now, okay, let's do it. We'll just do it. Let's do it. Okay, we hit it. Okay, so I got so self-conscious. Okay, so all right, so next, now here quickly, guys. So I can't even, when I start to describe the situation, it's so crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna just do I already did protection. I have Kendall here with friend Kendall, just in case. Okay, so what happened with this judge? What is behind this guy? Why did he do this? And did somebody tell him to do this? Guys, I feel like I see him sitting in front of a computer, and it reminds me of like, it's not an office, like, when you were in college, there were like these computer, centers or something, whatever you call it, like lots of computers next. But it's like he's in a room and there's these people there talking to him, and they're edging him on. Like, yeah. Because did you see in the past, guys, he sued, like he was like one of the things he did, he's a serious Trump supporter, and he apparently sued the media in 2016 for going after Trump or something like that. So, and he's a lawyer. Like, I think he is kind of crazy, to be honest. I see, like, yeah, let's do this, let's do this. And there's these people that are kind of like, they know how to manipulate him. I do think that he is not, I don't think he's forced to do this. I think he does it because he believes it in a way. He's lost his mind. I think he's lost his mind. But I think he's one of the people they could kind of like influence to do something. And they're close to him. These people that are telling him, they're not far away, they're next to him, but they're just stalking to him. Okay. So, but I see that there's like a computer. I think I mean, I hope they can find these people, guys, because it's a very, it reminds me of grooming. Like the person is kind of like brainwashed and groomed to like, oh, it's them. Look at this woman. She's like this. Look at her. Like, and they're kind of like, there's some people, guys, that they could do, those people are like, the same. It's very, God bless. Okay. But protect this, the country from these crazy, those people are very like, it just reminds me of the stories of those people that joined Al Qaeda or something. Like they're like kind of out of it, or they were like, not sense. What is the word? They were vulnerable in some way, and they were like, they were willing to believe, like, because it's saying that those people, they recruit those types of they recruit a certain type of person that believes that, oh, the kind of simplistic storytelling, like, oh, they're bad people, get them, or they, so that's, it's like they're easy to influence, or they have like grievances or something. Okay. So you know what I mean. So like, so it's very interesting here that that's what it is. Like, it feels like to me, even though that person is crazy, I do think that there's, it's not, guys, it's not that he, it's like, obviously he acted alone, but I don't think he was like, I don't know, it really does feel like a brainwashing manipulation, the same way that those people are like, oh, now it's your turn to go put on a suicide bomb or something, you know what I mean, that type of thing, like, where a person believes that they're doing the right thing. um the same way, kind of similar to me here. Okay, that he's like, working for the cause or whatever. Okay, so, okay, so let me ask. Okay, so let me just ask the question that you probably are: did Trump ask for this? Was Trump involved, or Barr, or somebody like that? I feel, guys, not obviously not directly. Okay, but there's something like, I just think, how, for example, Trump will say something like, how he would say there's a violent, he would release violent imagery. You know what I'm talking about? Like he did, and then those people that pick up his image, like, they pay attention to what he says. And that's when I say, when you repeat what Trump says, you're helping him in that way, even if unwittingly, is that they like take it seriously, and they like, oh, it's a sign, I have to do something about it. So there's some people that are very sensitive and pay attention and see, like, oh, where there's nothing. You remember how there was a guy who attacked the pizza, pizza something, the Hillary pizza, like whatever, that, but worse. Okay, so they kind of can identify those people, and they kind of like, trigger them. I don't know how to explain it, but I think there's people behind the guy with, it's not as if like, oh, here we are, the insurgents, or it's like the guy, he may not even know that this is what they're, this that, he's like the quote, the term useful idiot. Okay, but useful crazy person, not idiot. Like idiot is like a passive kind of term, but this is like a person like that. Okay, so, okay, so now, so, and I see, it's interesting. I see there's a woman and a man. They're both dark haired, because apparently he was married to a Russian, but there's very, okay. Actually, I don't know that, because the USSR, there's a lot of like, there's a lot. It's like a really large country. There's some even like Asian people, looking people and stuff like that. But I see this sort of brunette looking woman, and the guy is also kind of brunette. So it's not like the way I think of a Russian person. But you know what? I don't know if it's a conspiracy, but something I saw, like, the woman that would dated like some guy who was a Chechen. Chechen is like usually a little darker skin or something. I don't know. I just think that the woman is like darker skin. and so is the man. She's a man with a beard, okay? And then they're talking to him like they're kind of edging him on or something. And then they try, I think they're going to be caught, okay? They're like trying to leave the country. Something, it just seems like they don't, you know what I mean? It's like a kind of a covert kind of operation like this. Like they don't, it's not like like I was telling you guys, like a person who's like, okay, they're like, hey, I'm like, halaku alabar, whatever, you know what I mean? Like the thing, they go crazy and say things. No, it's like, it's very down on the down low, okay? But it's to influence the crazy people to look, come out and do crazy things. That's essentially this, okay? That's what it feels like to me. And okay, so I see also that they, I again, taking the computer, they're going to go quickly. Obviously the FBI, they move very quickly. They took the computer, they trace everything. It's a huge operation. They want to catch this person, whoever's behind this guy. And I think they may have, what I mean? It's very fast. The whole thing moves very fast, okay? It's kind of like terrorist really, okay? And so like, it's gonna be okay. So I think, in other words, I believe it's possible because they think, okay, now let me ask a question. Is because the whole thing about this judge is that she was supposed to take up a case, a Deutsche Bank case, a civil case connected to a Deutsche Bank, and I think Epstein is a very lightweight subject. So is this related? Because people are, this is a conspiracy, okay? People are saying that. Is this related or not, or what? Okay, what is this about? I think those, guys, can I tell you the thing of, okay, oh my God, guys, please send the light. Okay, send the light, because not for the situation. This, and instead, like, I seriously, I'm gonna yell at you right now. Instead of being like, oh my God, I'm so afraid, take the energy that you put in being afraid into sending the light. Find it, you know what I mean? Forget about yourself. Focus on the country. Focus on others. If you're like, oh my God, I'm forget, no, because you know what, like. I think they want us to be scared. Like, oh my God, they're shooting judges. They're doing this. So they're like, those people behind the scenes, they're happy about it. Okay. I do think that the reason why this case is not even just about Epstein, it's about the money laundering, guys. The whole thing of Deutsche Bank. Deutsche Bank is sort of like, it's a crime scene. Really, it's like a huge crime scene essentially for money laundering. There a lot of crimes are committed, were committed there. So everything that like, as it gets closer and closer to coming out, how these things operate, they don't want people to, they didn't want it to come out. They want it to be hidden. Nobody should know. We know a lot, but you know what I'm saying, guys? Think about how much money, how much effort was put into hiding all this time. So if it comes out how the money laundering thing works, they don't want it. So this is like in a way a delay tactic, okay? I think possible. Because in some ways, guys, to them, this is, I to be honest with you, I don't think it's about Trump necessarily. It's more about the mob money laundering kind of thing, if it's at all. But the point is that I want to make here is that to them, Trump is another, he's a tool, right? It's like, it's about not do whatever you can to not show the money laundering trails, because that's going to lead to everybody, okay? But I think, okay, I think they, it's not as if this information, they already, people have this information already, guys, but this is it. This is like, they're so scared, okay? So, because, okay, first of all, I was just thinking about this, guys. Okay, it's like, yeah, this guy was a lawyer. He knew the judge from a case or something, but still, I feel like it's not, how do I say this? It's not, I don't think it's about that, okay? It's not I don't think it's personal. I think it's, you know what I mean? It's just, okay. You know what it reminds me of, guys? As you know, I am a freak about, like, I'm obsessed about the whole disinformation thing. I'm very strict, as you know, comments, like, if people say, even like even if it's like non done on purpose, sometimes people write things and others will interpret it as truth. Okay, so I'm very like obsessed about it for obvious reasons. But what it shows here is, like, when if you're ever on Twitter and there's these very divisive comments that say something like, oh, we hate the police, it should die, or like, this is like very stuff or stuff like that, or like, oh, I hate, it's sort of like always attacking a person in a way that is it's too much. it's not right. It's not the point, you know, but they want people to hate. Like it's like these people, these comments or these people like that. Like, oh, I hate, there was one time a person that once I a long time ago I kicked out of this group. It was like, oh, Arabs or like, what was it? It was like always like saying something about even Mormons. I was just like, I was very surprised. Like, what do Mormons have anything to do? Like, it was just like, it was obvious that it was about, oh, you have to hate Catholics, Mormons, like, you know, it was obvious, and it was always like this. It's a specific type of language that they want people to believe it. Yeah, let's hate them or something, to create this environment of hate, or like, oh, scapegoating or something. And that's, this guy is sensitive to that. Okay, so, but I don't, you know what I mean. So, but there's a lot of people that if they realize you could do this, they start like whispering. You know what I mean? So. Okay, but anyways, let me get here cards. Okay, let's get here cards because I want to know. You know, this is a very, oh my god, the lights are so. I mean, I have to move the lights because otherwise, once, oh my god, sorry. Okay, so okay, so let me move the lights closer because that way you could see. Okay, much better. Okay, so here. Okay, so okay, so all right, hello. Okay, so sorry, it's too bright for the light, but it's just for the cards. Okay, so let's see what's going on here with the situation, and what is it going to lead to? Okay, okay, just quickly, and then there's more questions. Okay. And you can see here, this is sad, guys. Look at the family, the happy family. This is the Nine of Wands upside down. Is a battle scene. Okay, this is a guy, he's in battle, but when it's upside down, it shows willing to do anything. Okay, it's literally like to fight all the way to the end. And this is the Sun upside down. It's discovery of something that is not, you know what I mean? Like whatever comes out is not positive to the person that is, you know, described in the documents or something like that. Okay, so public. Okay, offering. Okay. Hidden, yeah, so see the clouds and the hidden like stuff that's dark that's coming out. um what is that situation, and why was it him? Okay, why that guy? Meeting woman. Okay, so dishonest. Okay, so the guy, apparently he was dressed as some sort of like FedEx person, I don't know, but we'll see. Okay, so I don't know if it's about that, but guys, you know, so interesting. This is a party card, and the whole case of the Deutsche Bank is about Epstein accounts. Okay, so the party, somebody absent. Oh my God, that's right, absent. Look, oh my God, guys, absent. What is the absent? Is above the woman. So they want her out of this case. Okay, and this is the military. So the military is. It's also the soldier card. Okay, so okay, let's see here. It could be I don't know if it's an attack, but the police and other. I think in this case it's more like law enforcement than the attacker. So they want her out of this case. Okay, obviously, right? And I wrote here, guys, obstacle. Okay, here upside down, impedimento. Okay, so in other words, upside down, right? It's an obstacle, it's an impediment. So really, guys, exactly that. Okay, so okay, so lies. Okay. Oh, look at him. Trash, Bim Bambino, the baby. Okay, so the cover up for baby. That's right. Trash. Oh yeah. Oh, guys, the White House. Oh my God. Oh, you know what's so sad? Okay, could be but you know what? Actually, no, because famously with those types of cards, the Bambino card is never is not about your, like, let's say you have grown children. It doesn't account. It's like only for little tiny kids, little kids, really little kids. Like it's not for his. This would not, how do you say it? This will not be about her son. Okay. It's about it being, there is something in the document. Oh, that's right, guys. Isn't the case for the whole Deutsche Bank thing? Isn't it Trump connected? Isn't it the whole time when they're supposed to give the information from Deutsche Bank to, you know what I mean? Saying like, there, I think there is something there. Either the, maybe I've said this before, that the accounts of Epstein, financial accounts, are connected to Trump somehow in Deutsche Bank, something like this. Okay, seriously, I'm serious, and that is probably one of the reasons why. Okay, and but I'm not saying, it's Trump. It's not that I'm like defending Trump, but I don't think it's him directly. It's more like the money people above him. We talked about it one time. Okay, oh, very light, very exciting. Oh, party times, party here. Okay, okay. So, oh, uh, so okay. Okay. So now let's now. This is several questions. So quick, and then I need to, there's many questions, but I'm sure, guys, a lot is gonna come out. So first of all, are they going to find, okay, who is behind, are they going to find out who's behind it before the elections, and what is, okay, and then what happens to this case of the judge? Because that was, I think it was the whole point of it, is to scare the woman, guys. Even if the guy was crazy, still it was kind of targeted, don't you think? It's not it can't be a coincidence. I'm sorry, no, it's not a coincidence. Okay. Okay. So especially because the guy was he was a lawyer, he knew, what I'm saying, like how how these things work. Okay, so next, so then, are they going to find out who is behind it? If what happened to what led this guy to this, and are they going to find who's behind this situation? Okay, that's very important to I need to know in front of my house. Okay, so who's behind this? Are they going to find who is behind it? Okay. Letter. Oh, look, bank account, guys. Literally, like a documentation connected to bank account. Oh, this is transfer. Okay, interesting. Look, this is a. Oh my God, look at this. This is like a litigio, right? That means fight, but it's a legal fight, and it's upside down. Okay, so deal. Okay, so wow. Yeah, so contempt. Okay, so like, so here, okay, now here, let's look at this. Okay, so here we have, this is collecting, trying to collect money or collect information. The bear is personal finances or the boss. Okay, here is waiting. Expectation. Oh, guys, oh my God, I forget about this. This is right. You know what? Oh my God. Oh my God. Guys, it's so funny. I forgot. Okay, I made the mistake. I'm not, I mean, it's like, you know what it is? I forget about it. I forgot about this meaning of the Kipper. I forgot about it. I just remembered. Because this card, it's about expectation, okay? But hope, okay, like, okay, warten in German means we that's right. The wait, but as to wait, okay? But really, it's like a card of like you were waiting in front of a place because you know it's coming. I forgot about this meeting. I always think, oh, so they're waiting. Wait, it's waiting. No, but and then there's even a numerical thing with this card. I even wrote here like 90 days. Because I used to use a different type of Kipper that was like fresh in my mind. So I see this recently, but it says in 90 days. And the guys, what is the whole situation? Have you noticed how this was just after SCOTUS? After SCOTUS, interesting. We'll do something about it. No, I find it interesting. No coincidence. only coincidence. I believe. Yeah. So So you know what I mean? It's like this is like 90 days. They're gonna collect the money, collect the money. Oh yeah. And here, what do we have here? The very tough litigation. Okay, and the letter. I need a letter. I need letter. I don't have to. Give me letter. I need letter. Letter here. Okay, letter. Letter. So it's saying they're gonna have to we're gonna have to reassign the case to someone else. Like if there's something like it would take a while. Okay. So yeah, I unfortunately, guys, and this is, I know this could go into like whatever conspiracy, but this is what I say very clearly and from the beginning, that is about this finances connected to the whatever is in these bank accounts that are going to be unearthed through this like, okay, this you know lawsuit. Okay, oh look, now here is like Ace of Wands is something like is this burst of energy. Okay, and the question is why they're gonna get caught. Now here's the Moon, recognition. Okay, it's about the money, guys. It's all literally, okay, look, it's a card of a lot of money. Then we have literally a card of a huge bank account. So look at how many, all the cards, guys, lots of money. Look, and it's so interesting because both of these cards, you could see this is like the old way of like when bank accounts used to be like this, an actual little like actual deposit. So the same thing, look at the letter here. I have a letter. Okay. Financial documents and bank accounts. Okay. So when here, what does it say? Within 90 days, the bank account something. Okay. And here's the fighting for the bank account. And here is a deal. Okay. No, I think it was upside down, guys, if I recall correctly, the letter. So it was bad. So this is some sort of like reconciliation, guys. And oh my God, it's so fascinating. Oh my God, I love it. Okay. I'm a strange person. I'm a strange person. Okay. So weird. Okay, so like one of my weird things is that I have sometimes I kind of like accounting, even though I went to I went to school for like sculpture. I'm serious, and I speak different. It's a weird thing that I have. Like I kind of like I'm interested in accounting because I told you I work at City one time a long time ago, and then I went to like a corporate accounting class, and then I learned the things, and I was shocked. Okay, at like how many loopholes there exist and people can exploit them. And it wasn't illegal what they were doing, but I was like, whoa. Especially maybe because I was like a fresh person. I was like, why are you serious? They don't know where the derivatives are? Are you serious? It's not on the balance sheet. No. No? Sounds good. So anyway, so the point that I'm talking about this is that look at this card. It's card of reconciliation. And there in accounting, you have to put, to conciliate. I think it's a deal, but it's also about conciliating the numbers. Look, there's two. The second book, there's two books. The right book, you know what I mean? There's two separate accounts, and it's in the process of the reconciliation of the accounts. Do they match? You know what I mean? There's problems here. Okay, this is so weird. Right? I now analyze cards. It's amazing, no, but it's true. I'm just telling you what the cards say. Okay, so in terms of an accounting principle, it doesn't go together. No, go together. No, no, go together. No, no, no. And it's telling you guys right here behind my ears, telling me here wire fraud, and there's another bank fraud. There's several frauds when you do something, when you do fraud, something fraud, like the stuff that when people are charged with money laundering, there's like specific crimes. They don't say money laundering. It says like, well, wire fraud, and there's another thing. It's like something else, mail fraud, wire fraud. There's something like that. Okay, so it's something like this, where it's both like a tax evasion, but it's also like the accounts. Oh, the accounts don't match. And also, where does the money come from? It comes from friend. I have friend. You don't have a question. No, you don't have a question. I don't think so. No. Where it come from? Did I ask question? No. So okay. So oh my God. Now look at this burden. Now this is good, guys. Burden. Okay. Look at somebody the man who knew too much information. He fell from building. He fell. If you know too much, you fall from. Oh, guys, look. I'm sorry. Look how sad. Okay, you move too much, you die. Joking, I'm not joking. Look, this is a deal. Okay, this is happiness. Okay, or deal. Now this is transfer. Okay, I told you before, like a butterfly. Think of what does a butterfly do? They come to the flower and they drop the seeds, kind of like the image, right? and there's this contempt. So what do I think this is could also be, guys? I think the guy, and I got this I have to tell you, this is kind of sad almost. Okay, I have to tell you this, that I saw this thing of like, of the guy who killed, he could also be in debt to these people, and they were like, how sometimes you see these movies, the mob movies, like, you owe the guy money, you don't have the money to pay back, so, oh, go kill somebody for me, I have a job for you. Oh, you don't have the money? No, we could talk. You don't have the money, huh? Well, you got two arms. Do you know how to shoot? You could do me a favor. Do me a favor. I'm gonna, you know what I mean. So I don't know. I just think this whole situation, guys. The guy is a tool. This guy who died, okay, but you know, I don't think the guy's like, oh, it's like, oh, there's a bank account in this case, and I would like to eliminate the judge. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's I think it's about this accounting crime, connected to accounting. Okay, so it's kind of like it's dark. You know what I'm saying? Like a little bit of that, a little. Okay, so interesting. Now I still have more. I have questions still. So who is the target? Because guys, the other thing is like, so people were theorizing online. There, they said, okay, but the husband is also a defense attorney. Could theoretically be the husband, yes, but so who is the target here? Because what if maybe it's the husband? But you know why I don't think it's the husband is because there's no, like, I don't see a male card. Like, there's no people. The people cards here are not, which would lead me to think that it's really about the judge. You know what I mean? It's about the money case. Okay, so who is the target here, and why the husband and not her? I feel like it's almost, guys. Honestly, I would never want to be obviously in that position, but I almost feel like it's worse if you stay. If you know what I'm saying? Like, it's worse to know that this happened to your child and your husband. You're still like, I don't know how you could keep going. You know what I mean? It's almost better to you die than be the person, like, you know what I mean? I just don't even know. I just don't even know. It's just absolutely horrific. Okay. So, okay, but let me go back here. Okay, go back here. Okay. So okay, now, so why was it a mistake? Was it like, was it the target? Like, what was, because maybe the guy is crazy and he just shot, whoever, but who was the target? And why did the son die, and the husband, why shoot the husband and the son and leave her? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Who knows? Let's see. Okay, let's find out. I almost don't want to close I'll close my eyes later, but okay, why was it the son and the husband and not her? Oh, here. Okay. Yeah, guys, honestly, everything to me here points to like what I said before, okay? So here we have, now, this is a shady people behind the scenes, okay? Then we have the key is something very important. It could also be witness. We have now the good man here. I was like, could it be the husband? But it's not the husband card. It's like a man. I still think, okay, that it could be about, it's like there's no death cards around this man. I don't think, you know what I mean? It's like, unless he, but he would not be a witness if it's the attorney, you know what I mean? Like, if the husband who is a defense attorney, like, it doesn't make much sense to me. I feel like the forces here are higher. Okay, so then we have angry woman, or anger, a lot of anger, and the letterato. Look at this. This is the man again, a lawyer with documents. Okay, so okay, so Then we have the key. What is, guys? This is about making a decision of some sort. Okay, you're in the process of making a decision. Then, oh, you know what, guys? You know what? Like, this is an example of, this is like what I was doing over. When I wrote to you, I was like, oh, I decided to like not have live comments. I was doing this. I was like deciding. Like I was like in the process of making a decision. This is it. You're like thinking, weighing the options. Okay. So now here is, this is, guys, the election. Okay, this is a card of multiples, but I think it could be the election. Okay, so you see what I'm saying? So this is, they are waiting, in a way they're making a decision about, this decision will impact the election. And this is like a card, like a people freaking out. Okay, and here we have another card. Look, big card, important revelations. I have letters, many letters. You have problem with me? I show you letter. Pah. This is very serious. Whatever this information is like huge. Oh, now here is the enemy, the exposure of the enemy. So the documents expose the enemy, and it's a very important revelation that's very scary, could really impact the election. Okay, here is a message. This is a fight. Okay, message, aggressive message. The goal. Oh my God, guys, it's so scary. Like, I need, maybe I'll do protection number 2 here, because, it's like when it's interesting, because my system, of cards, as you may or may not know, that is like you put the words together, separate the words, and then put them together. So I don't have bias, so you don't have bias. You just say message, aggressive, about vision. So it's like when you think of the situation, it's scary, really, because you think they wanted to send the person a message, about what what the goal is. The victory upside down. You're not going to win today. You're not going to win. And this is a power. This is like, look, the man with money upside down. So it's going to expose the person with a lot of money. So it was a message. It's such a message. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Kind of like it, guys, seriously. And it's so interesting because it's such a technical thing. Like, it's not as if you're like threatening like a politician or something. Like, you're going to the very technical thing, a specific case that people weren't even paying that much attention to, considering everything else. And that's interesting when I say, like, don't repeat what Trump says, because it's exactly that. It's the stuff like this that they are scared about. It's not like, oh, it's it's Portland. Like, they want us to be like, oh, Portland. No, this is what's scary to them. Okay. So this is it, guys. This to me feels like it is about delaying that case somehow. Okay, now I don't know what else is there. Okay, maybe I'm sure this is going to continue. We're going to talk about it next time, but there's other questions. Okay, so but I feel better. At least I know. So what yeah, guys, I think we're going to talk about it next time. It's going to be an ongoing conversation. Okay. But it's not. And I wanted to say, guys, when I saw this and I saw the thing about Biden and the whole, I think we're at the moment of explosion. You know what I mean? Like, all of this stuff is, and Barr is so desperate that they're kind of like, they're sort of fabricating the propaganda about Portland to make it bigger than what it is. Okay, to scare people. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, whenever you use, I'm scared. Well, I'm gonna delete it, because you have to be aware, become aware of this. Okay, because you can't. They don't say. Okay, so oh my God. Okay, so now, oh my God. Okay.